Today on 21st Century Business, explore state-of-the-art technology, innovative business strategies, insights from cutting-edge corporations around the globe, a visionary look into the answers of tomorrow, today. Business leaders, business solutions, 21st Century Business.
Welcome to 21st Century Business. I'm Terry Casey. The ever-increasing global demand for energy is creating a ripe environment for oil and gas exploration and production. Our next guest says the need to scale and grow in the upstream oil and gas business can be accomplished through the use of integrated processes and technology that leverage the best software solutions available in the market today. We are joined by Carlos Martinez, who is president of SSP, or Strategic Systems and Products. And Carlos, I'd like to welcome you to the program.
Thanks for having me.
Carlos, currently, what are the biggest challenges for oil and gas exploration and production companies, which are known as upstream oil and gas companies?
Companies in this space face a multitude of challenges. I think everybody that reads the newspaper will find out about the oil prices or gas prices dropping or changing frequently. In addition to that, the capital-intensive nature of the market requires these companies to make significant investments to go to market and to find the hydrocarbons in the exploration industry. The key for these companies becomes then the ability for them to scale up through acquisitions or through being able to become more profitable as a master expense structure or operating expense.
Now, Carlos, I know that you have quite an extensive resume in this oil and gas industry, but I'd like to ask you who SSP is and what does SSP offer to these companies that is of such a great benefit?
SSP is an SAP implementation partner. Implementation partners at SAP take the SAP software solutions and they implement them across multiple industries. Our specialty is the Upstream Oil and Gas company. Our team has skills in this particular market to address the specific needs of companies in this segment. And we will discuss later, we have developed a solution called READYUpstream to then streamline and allow companies to implement the solution.
So part of the bottom line anyway is streamlining.
Yes.
So let's see how this streamlining solution works in this 21st Century Business Field Report.
In business for over a decade, Strategic Systems and Products Corporation, SSP, is committed to providing extensive expertise and knowledge of the SAP solutions, making initiatives a success and helping companies realize a high return on investment.
SSP has been in business for 14 years. We provide software solutions to the upstream oil and gas industry. We are based in Dallas. We have a full team of consultants that works in our office in Dallas, and the rest of our teams go to the client sites to execute on projects. Our solution started with a business case to SAP. Our case was we wanted to provide a solution to the small middle market for them to implement SAP in the upstream oil and gas industry. Once that case was approved, we had an internal development of the solution that now allows us to take it to market, and companies of a smaller size can now leverage the capabilities of SAP. We continue to build on the solution over time. We have built other what's called extensions that provides additional functionality in addition to the SAP software. As far as our company, SSP, our culture is to work side by side with our clients. We become partners. We work together not only through the implementation, but we also work with them as they implement the solution and then work within their environments. READYUpstream is a completely different approach. It completely removes the risk of an SAP implementation for a small, middle-sized company. It provides them with a clear roadmap, a clear, defined template for implementation that reduces their cost, the risk, and the effort involved in the SAP implementation.
Carlos, can you tell me what value READYUpstream brings to an upstream oil and gas company?
So for an upstream oil and gas company today, they face the challenge of determining what IT strategy they must implement in order to be successful and address these challenges. SAP provides a full suite of products, a full suite of technologies that can be critical to their success. What READYUpstream does, it packages the SAP solutions into a single easy to implement template. This allows companies to embrace the value of SAP without having to incur so much of the risk and cost associated with a traditional SAP implementation.
Well, how was this whole solution developed?
We internally, we actually went through the process of, as if we were an oil and gas company, what are the activities and the steps that we will take to implement this solution? Then we worked with SAP through a rigorous quality assurance process where we became certified. So our solution then went through a go-live scenario where actually it contains all the tools, all the deliverables that a company will utilize in a real project.
Well, this sounds great. Now, as far as the solution is concerned, how does the solution that you offer compare to that of your competitors?
In our market, there's a number of solutions that address the needs of what we call the independent oil and gas company. These are companies that are not the majors or the integrated companies. They are companies that are only oriented towards exploration and production. In addition, in the independent oil and gas industry or upstream industry, they're small or middle-sized companies. For these companies, our competitors will bring to bear solutions that perhaps look easier to implement, they look to be less costly. Yet, what the sacrifice is, the trade-off, is that they will have to give away some of the advantages that SAP will bring, because those solutions don't offer the integration platform nor the technology that SAP will bring. With our solution, we're able to compete head-to-head with these companies. Now SAP is not the large monster or the large bear that cannot be implemented. SAP can compete with smaller solutions that address the needs of this market.
That sounds good. Let's talk benefits for a minute. Tell me some of the benefits that your clients have gained just sheerly from implementing READYupstream.
One of the clear benefits is best practices. Because the solution leverages everything that has been done over the years, over the last 10 years in prior implementations of SAP, now we can bring forward what we call template deliverables that have been used in the past. So when the team goes out to a client and works on a project, they're not going empty-handed or they're not going into a whiteboard. They're coming in with deliverables and templates that can be utilized to jumpstart the effort. In addition, companies then are able to reduce the risk. That's one of the key benefits here. One of the challenges for a CFO is to determine what's the risk of engaging in this activity versus a drilling activity in our budget. Well, by being able to bring a template forward, by being able to bring deliverables and configuration, what we call configuration to the table, now the project risk is minimized.
Oh, gosh. Now, you're making this sound almost too good to be true here. How does your background benefit SSP and its customers? And can you tell us a little bit more now about your history?
So I particularly have been working in the consulting industry for about 25 years. I've worked in several major consulting firms, but I founded SSP about 14 years ago, and since then, what we've done is leverage again all the knowledge gained, all the deliverables that we built in prior implementations, bringing them forward to our clients.
Carlos, what pain or problem even is your solution attempting to solve?
So one of the, we'll call it nightmares that companies face is that in the upstream oil and gas industry is a very specific industry in terms of what's required. So it requires specific skill sets for people to be able to use the technology, where it is in geological and engineering or in accounting and revenue accounting and production. So companies are faced with the challenge of having a whole lot of applications that are not integrated, a lot of handoffs that occur what we call offline that are not in a single platform. Our solution integrates all the applications together, streamlines the process, and creates a common platform where now senior management as well as the business has visibility into the organization from a single platform.
Now, looking at this from an overall perspective, why would you say a company might want to consider READYupstream?
It would increase their ability to integrate their business processes. it will reduce their operating expense by allowing them to streamline some of the activities that are occurring in the business. From an IT perspective, now the maintenance of systems is also reduced because there's not so many applications that you have to maintain. You'll have a single platform, a single view of the data, and particularly in the business intelligence area, you will benefit tremendously by being able to look at information and create reports of such nature.
So what would you say to anybody who thinks that SAP is too expensive or even too complex?
In reality, about 10 years ago, that was true. SAP was primarily implemented at large organizations, and that was done very well. In some instances, that became a challenge, right? And it created this myth, what I call a myth, that SAP can only be done by large organizations on large teams. With READYUpstream, what we're saying is that now the amount of resources required to implement SAP is drastically reduced. The timeline to implement SAP is also reduced. And the reason for that is, again, because we've encapsulated all the experiences and the knowledge that we've gained, and we're bringing it forward. In the past, it was mainly for large organizations because it had to be done from scratch, and that's no longer true.
All right, let me see if I get this now. And this is going to be quite a challenge for me. So what I gather is you're saying that your solution makes it quicker and easier to install an SAP solution than it would be otherwise.
Absolutely.
I got it. Let me ask you this too. Carlos, how have these companies that you've produced this product for, how are they embracing what you have to offer them?
We have received overwhelming response to this. 4 or 5 years ago, when we went into with SAP to develop this what we call an all-in-one solution, which is READYUpstream, people were skeptic. People did not know if we could really do this. Immediately after launching the solution, we installed our solution at very small companies. Then we moved into middle-sized upstream oil and gas companies. And today we're working with large enterprise that is benefiting from the fact that now we have templates and solutions that can be brought forward as opposed to starting from scratch.
Carlos, what areas of the upstream company are covered by this solution?
So this solution primarily will cover what we call the accounting functions in an oil and gas company, some of the back-end office, so that it would include the production, volumetric measurements. It would include all the revenue accounting activities, including the disbursements and payment of royalties and taxes, as well as division order, and then tax and royalty reporting. Okay, so it encompasses perhaps what we call all the EMP software that's needed by an upstream oil and gas company.
So do you have a message you'd like to send to those who might be considering an ERP solution?
Absolutely. I think when you look at your options, you really need to take a close look at what's going to be the long-term vision for the organization. And when you look at the challenges that the company will face over the years in a 5-10-year horizon, I will guarantee you that SAP and READYUpstream will lay the foundation for a platform for growth for years to come.
You know, there are several keywords that we've been hitting on, that you've been hitting on. One of them certainly is innovative. So let me ask you this. How important do you believe this type of solution will become over the next, say, decade or so?
Very important. I think that, as companies are attempting to grow, particularly in this segment through acquisitions and through aggressive investments, this solution will be key for them to be able to continue the growth and bring on what we call additional properties, additional walls into their applications and processes. So again, that platform for growth is going to be from here till going forward.
Carlos, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing your insight on this innovative development in oil and gas exploration and production. It certainly has been interesting, to say the least.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, Carlos, again, thank you, sir, and want to thank you for watching. For 21st Century Business, I'm Terry Casey.